Welcome to Knowledge Share channel. In this video, we will be discussing about some of the definitions related to network. That is network definitions. Actually, I have divided this particular topic into two, part 1 and part 2. So, in part 1, we will be discussing about some of the network definitions, and again that will be continued in part 2 also with some other definitions. And let's now go into today's video. So as you all know that network definitions plays a very vital role in understanding the circuit concepts. Only if you are clear with the definitions of networks, then you will be able to design and you will be able to solve the circuit related problems easily. So in this regard, I have proposed to prepare a video on network definitions. Okay. So what are the different parameters, or what are the things that I have to remember for the network, for any network? So you can see that network parameters are having network, then network element, branch, junction point, node, and the next one is mesh or loop. Initially it seems that these parameters are very new, but once you understand, it will be very easy to solve the problem and design any network easily. So you want to understand the definitions of what is a network, what is a network element, what is a branch, what is a junction point, what is a node, and what is a mesh, or it is also called as loop. So for example, in this video, we will be discussing, since I have divided, it is not possible to discuss all the parameters in one video. So I have divided this video into two parts. In part 1, we will be discussing about what is a network and what is network element and what is a branch. And again in part 2, we will be discussing about what is a junction point, what is a node, and what is mesh or loop. So in order to understand the definitions, I have taken a small circuit like this. Okay, so you can see that this is a circuit. So in this circuit, we'll be having two different voltage sources, that is V1 and V2, and you're having RLC parameters, R1, then C2 is there, that is one capacitance is there, then L3, that is inductance is there, then R4 is there, that is resistance is there. So here I have marked A, B, C, D, E, F. So we will be discussing now what this means about. Okay, how we can interpret this particular circuit with definitions. Okay, so let's go into the topic. So first, let us discuss about. So as I've already told, I have divided this particular video session into two different parts. So in first video, I will be discussing about what is a network, what is a network element, and what is a branch. Whereas in the next upcoming video, in part 2, I will be discussing about what is a junction point and what is a node and what is a mesh or loop. So this is how I have planned actually. So now, as you all know, what is a network actually? So a network is nothing but, so here you can see the circuit diagram. This is a network. Any arrangement of electrical energy sources with circuit elements. So here in the circuit you can see that this circuit is having energy sources are also there, circuit elements are also there. So it is having some arrangement, any arrangement of electrical energy sources along with circuit elements is called as an electrical network. So this is a very simple electrical network, do you understand? So this is called as network actually. So please understand, electrical network is nothing but arrangement of electrical energy sources with circuit elements. That is our network elements, which we'll be discussing what is network elements next. Okay. So the next, hope you understood what is network. So now we will discuss about what is network element. What is network element? A network element is nothing but it is also a circuit element, okay, which is having only two terminals. A network element is having only two terminals, which can be connected to other circuit elements. That is called as network element. Any network element will be having two terminals. Okay. So for example, you can see that this there is a voltage is there. Okay, this is a voltage source with positive and negative is there. Is that right? So here this is a voltage with positive and negative is there. This is a network element. Similarly, a capacitance is there. Again, it is having 2 points. So this is a network element. This R1 is there. Again, it is having two different points. So this is again a network element. This inductance is there. Again, it is having two different points. And so it is called as network element. So here you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 network elements are there. So network element is nothing but it is a circuit element which is having only two terminals, which can be connected to other circuit elements, is called as a network element. Okay. So here there are totally 6 network elements are there. And these network elements are classified into two different types. One is called as the active element, the other one is called as a passive element. What is that active? For example, voltage and current sources are called as the active elements. So here you are having two different voltage sources, V1 and V2. So this is called as active elements. Is it clear? Whereas the resistance, inductance and capacitors. So here the resistance and inductance and capacitors are called as the passive elements. So again, from this circuit we can see that there are two active elements, that is V1 and V2, and 4 passive elements, that is R1, R4, L3 and C2, or 4 passive elements. So totally we have 6 network elements. Network elements are classified into active elements and passive elements. Active elements are the one which can supply energy, and passive elements are the one which are going to receive the energy. So here we are in this circuit, we are having two different active elements, that is V1 and V2. And here we are having 4 different passive elements, that is R1, R4, L3 and C2. R1, R4, L3 and C2. So this is how the network elements is classified, and these are the different network elements. So now we will be moving to the next topic, that is called as branch. What is that branch? So we have discussed, we are clear with what is a network, what is a network element, and now we will discuss about what is branch. What is a branch? Branch is nothing but it is a part of network which connects various points of the network with another. Hope you are clear. A branch is nothing but which is going to connect various points of the network with another. For example, in this figure, you can see that AC is a branch, CE is a branch, EF is a branch. Okay, AC, CE, EF, these are all called as branch. So why it is called as branch? Why it is called as branch? Because it is a part of network which connects various points of the network with one another. So hence it is called as branch. A branch is nothing but it is a part of network which is going to connect various points of the network. That is called as branch. So in this case, a branch is nothing but AC is a branch, CE is a branch, EF is a branch, CD is a branch, AB is a branch. So how many branches are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So totally 5. So totally 5 branches are there. Okay. So this is the definition for branch. So in the forthcoming video, we will be discussing about what is meant by junction point, what is meant by node, and what is meant by mesh. Hope you are all clear with the discussions related with what is a network, what is a network element, and what is a branch. Okay, so here I have given, in this video I have discussed with one example, and hope you are clear with what is a network and what is a network element and what is a branch. And in the next video we will be discussing about what is a junction point and what is a node and what is a mesh or loop. Okay, so these are the different network definitions. If you are clear with the definitions of network, I am sure you will be able to solve the problems very easily, and you can design various circuits easily. So here hope I have given some examples to understand, to make you understand what is a network, what is a network element, and what is a branch. Okay, and any doubts you have, you can just give it in the comment section. Okay, there are many types of networks. Okay, as you know, networks are playing a very vital role for all the electronic branch students in order to design a particular circuit. So please clearly understand what are the different parameters used to define the network. Only if you are clear with that, you will be able to solve and design various circuit problems. So you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 definitions are there. So in this video I have covered 3, that is network, network element, and branch. Okay, and in next video I will be covering about the junction point, node, and mesh. The other name for mesh is nothing but loop. So these are all the different parameters used in networks, and please make clear with the definition before solving any problems. If you are not clear with solving the problems, then I am sure that you are not clear with the definitions. So please understand the definitions very well before going to solve the different problems and before designing any circuit. So just a recap. Okay, so here you can see that V1 and V2 are the active elements, R1, L3, C2 and R4 are the passive elements. AC, CE, CD are called as the branches, and this entire thing is called as the network. So we have discussed about what is a network, what is a network element, and in that what are the different types of network elements is nothing but active element and passive element, and what is a branch and how to name the branch. So these 3 we have discussed. I am sure you are clear. So we will move on to the next set of definitions, like what is junction point, what is node, and what is mesh, in the forthcoming part 2 video. So thank you very much. If you really like this video, give a thumbs up, and if you have any doubts related with the presentation, you can give a comment so that I can answer your queries, and I can also please share this video if you feel that this particular video will be helpful to someone to understand the basic concepts. And if you really like the videos which I post in this channel, please subscribe to my channel. And thank you very much for your support. So hope this video have given a clear understanding of the network definitions, and its what are the different parameters. So with some example I have given the explanation. So hope it is very easy to understand. And thank you very much for your support, and thank you.